I'm so confused. There's this part in the literature that says after I get the crude product and then I concentrate it under vacuum, I'm supposed to dissolve it in hot benzene and methanol together in a solution. I don't even know what hot means, like what temperature. But then after that, then they add PET ether. It says after cooling, PET ether was added to give compound. So I assume that means solid. Like, what does that mean? Like, why are we doing this? What's the benzene and the methanol part? Why do we
Okay.
need those specifically?
So you want my wisdom on it?
Wisdom, please.
Okay.
So they are crude compound in benzene and methanol, mixture of methanol. So most probably the product is like monopolar. So methanol can dissolve their product, but they use benzene as a co-solvent. There is a reason. The co-solvent required here because they are using the PET ether to resolidify their compound while it dissolves in methanol. So problem is PET ether, or people also sometimes use hexane to resolidify the product from the like solution. So in that case, the hexane and methanol, or PET ether and methanol, is completely insoluble. Like they will make two layers. It will not give, cannot give you the salt. So in that case, the co-solvent benzene, or sometimes people also use toluene. In some my cases, I use like some DCM. So in that case, that hexane will be staying with the DCM. Like DCM can act as a both side, like methanol and the hexane. So it can make a like kind of mixture which can reduce the solubility of the product, and so product will be crash out from the solution. So here they use benzene as that purpose, like a DCM. So methanol might be dissolving your product, and you have to add the very non-polar solvent like PET ether or hexane. So it should reduce your solubility of the product. It should crash out from the reaction, like the crude or like mixture. But to mix with the methanol, or like methanol and PET ether always need to be mixing. So they need to have someone to keep them together. Leave them together.
Why does,
like in the same part.
Isn't benzene non-polar? Well, why does
No,
it
benzene is a polar, but
It's
it's an
polar.
aromatic flat molecule.
Right.
It has a pi stacking thing, so it can create some polarity by stacking, like
God.
inducing the pi stack, keeping the solvent inside this stack or something.
Wait, but
There-
benzene on its own is overall non-polar, but you're saying it's just more polar than hexane, right? Is that
Definitely it should be polar than the
More
hexane.
he-
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
check the polarity list from the list.
Oh,
And
right.
Also, I think benzene is a little bit less polar than the toluene. So that's why I was telling you like to use toluene in case of benzene, because benzene is
Oh, yeah.
carcinogenic. So
Yeah.
nowadays people doesn't use the benzene for any purpose.
Yes.
And it is very smelly and carcinogenic, and it creates cancer.
Uh-huh.
So that's why you can like, but still the organic chemists are using toluene, so you can use toluene. Try that, but toluene polarity is a little bit more than the benzene, but still it might work.
Yeah.
So you can try. Did you
Huh.
get your answer?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. And well, one other part, what they vaguely said hot. I was thinking 50
Oh.
degrees.
Hot means, so maybe due to addition of the benzene with the methanol,
Yeah.
most probably according to your compound structure, I can predict that compound should dissolve in methanol.
Yeah.
But probably they added benzene to two reasons. One is like to act as a mediator with other solvent,
Yeah.
along with the benzene can also reduce the solubility of your product to crash out. So in that case, like in combined situation, benzene and methanol, if you make it hot, so that will be like in soluble way, and then you have to add the non-polar solvent to crash out your product.
What temperature is hot?
You can use water bath, like just to dissolve.
Yeah.
Okay, so normally if someone like it depends on many things, like your product, whether it is temperature stable or not.
Yeah.
So since they said hot, so hot means at least you should attain methanol boiling point. Like among the benzene and methanol, benzene boiling point
Yeah.
maybe 81 degrees Celsius,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
And methanol is like around 62 or 64, something like this. So go up to 64 or 70 degrees Celsius. It should be fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So, did you say heating it up
reduces the solubility? I thought heating it up increased solubility.
That's what I said. Like,
Oh, you said
if you
increase.
heat it up, increase the
Oh,
solubility.
increase.
But if you add the benzene, we're like in suppose you made your compounds in solution in methanol
Yeah.
completely,
Yeah.
and then you added the benzene, it reduces the solubility, and then it will start crashing out. But still, your impurity also can be crashing out because
Yeah.
you never know. So
That's
in that
why.
case, with the benzene and methanol, dissolve, like I would say for you, like toluene and methanol, dissolve it completely, make it solution,
Oh my
and
God.
then in hot situation, then add the pet ether or like hexane and cool it down, and in that mixture, only your compound should crash out. That's how they found it, and that's why they
Yeah,
reported
I
it.
got it.
So
Okay, so to summarize, the main thing here is the methanol dissolves it fully, and the hexane causes it to crash out. But we're
Yeah.
trying to balance it a little bit. That's why we
Yes.
want the benzene and
Yeah.
we want the heat.
and
Okay.
most good impact of the benzene is to correlate the hexane and the methanol together. Like otherwise they
Yeah.
will stay like two separately. They will not
A
mix.
mediator. Okay, gotcha.
Mediator,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Oh, and for all the viewers out there, pet ether is not an ether, just so you know.
It's a mixture of like
It's a hydrocarbon.
like-
Yeah. Scientists. All right.
Okay.